G'day mates, this is Eric with another video. I wanted to address labor trafficking today. The reason why is I feel like people don't know much about labor trafficking. Obviously, like sex trafficking kind of gets a lot of the attention, but labor trafficking happens just as much or even probably more in some cases than sex trafficking. I thought, why not define and talk about signs that you can look for. Now, this all stemmed from a story that I saw and read on USA Today about a woman in 2004 at the age of 19 was actually a human trafficking, labor trafficking victim, now a survivor. She thought she was coming over to become a student, and then the person who set everything up actually tricked her, and she ended up becoming a nanny on a university campus in India. Insane. She spent 18 months as a nanny, doing everything a nanny would do, cooking, taking care of kids. But unfortunately, she was at times placed into her room, locked in, wasn't receiving any medical attention at all, and even at one point seen actually moving furniture across the campus of that university. Insane. So let's go into defining labor trafficking. Now, this is according to the National Human Trafficking Hotline. Labor trafficking includes situations of debt bondage, forced labor, and involuntary child labor. Labor trafficking uses violence, threats, lies, and other forms of coercion to force people to work against their will in many industries. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but in terms of how labor trafficking is viewed, there's so much that's involved. And so let's kind of go over a bit of some points on signs that you can tell if a person has been labor trafficked. Point one, the working conditions. Oftentimes, working conditions may not always be the best. The living situations can just be really bad, and you don't know what's happening because they are being forced to live in the house. Oftentimes they don't have people over, or if they do have people over, then that one space that they have for that victim is often closed off. That person is not free to leave on many occasions. If you know about labor trafficking, whenever they do come over in certain situations, their passport gets removed from them, and of course their family gets threatened to wherever they're from, so they can't just go and leave because there's no identification and there is no passport that's there. Also, they are often unpaid, or if they are paid, they are paid very little. Again, they're living with that family out of coercion, so they just assume they don't need any money because they can't do anything with it. And as I said before in the definition, is they often owe a lot of debt. And so they're forced to live out the time of slavery, having to repay that debt. And point number two, poor mental health or abnormal behavior. Now, they don't have their family, they don't have any friends, and there is no community. So a person who is a forced slave in someone's home, or even just a business or some type of industry, they are not all there. Sometimes they don't even speak the language most times. And so not being able to speak their own language, not having friends or community, it's just mentally, they're just not there. I'm sure you guys know that when you are being forced to do things that you don't want to do, then you don't really know how to respond to many different things. You just beat down and bogged down and not knowing how to properly respond. Again, you are scared, you are being threatened, and you can't go anywhere at all. So that can really play onto your mental health. Point number three, poor physical health. Now, in this story with the woman from Botswana, she came over as 140 pounds. And that part, while I told you she was actually moving furniture across the university campus, she was actually 80 pounds at that point. So students were watching her moving furniture, couches, anything you can think of furniture-wise across the university campus, and she was 80 pounds. Oftentimes, a person will lose a lot of weight because they aren't getting fed often, and often not being fed is a form of punishment. Point 4, lack of control. This person may not own hardly anything at all. There's no possessions that they have. They have no control over their finances, so there's literally nothing that they have control over. When you go and talk to them, when you have control over who they are, you try and talk to them and they seem a bit shy, squeamish, they don't respond to you at all. And if that's the case many times, then you can probably tell a person is being held against their will, especially if they can't smile or talk to you freely. So I will give some more information in reference to that story in the description below. If you can please do me a favor and like and subscribe, and most importantly share this video. If you know anyone who has been trafficked or part of labor trafficking or even sex trafficking, I will put a number in the description below that you can reach out to the National Human Trafficking Hotline. It's a total free number that you can call. And also, if you know of anyone who has any stories and they would like to have their story maybe told, please, if you can send them my way, that would be a great opportunity to bring them on and to hopefully be able to tell their story. And one more thing. I have this shirt in my hand. It sort of looks like the shirt I'm wearing now. I want to give this shirt away, but I don't quite know how to do it. If you can do me a favor, if you could share this video with the hashtag #eLifesMoments. I have Twitter, I have Instagram, I have Facebook. If you share this video and you do that hashtag, then I can maybe put you in a running pool to grab this shirt. It's a medium, so hopefully a lot of people can wear it. But please do me a favor, if you want to win this shirt, please share this video and put you in running for that. So, okay, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later.